Hi, today we are here with Scott Edgar from Esse Customs. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business.
I started about 2 years ago, more just out of accident, really. We started, I think we were having the holidays in Hartford that they do during the holidays, and my wife and some friends were doing some crafts, and she asked if there was, I was helping her do some things, and it was their projects, but then I decided to try a couple cutting boards, and I got a lot of feedback from it after the fact, and then that was pretty much what inspired me, and then to make them, just to start really doing stuff in the shop. You know, everything before was just fixing stuff. Sure. And then my friend that I know who is opening a place here in Kinsman asked if I wanted me to try to make some products, and so I did, and she liked them, and that's what really started the ball rolling.
Is that she, me?
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's wonderful. So you're actually the third person that I've interviewed that I was the first place that carried their product. So it's been really amazing to me because I didn't know that. And this is the whole reason for doing this series is you guys have inspired me, and I didn't even know that it's kind of like gone all the way around. Yeah, it really has. Yeah. So how did you know how to even do this? Give us a little bit of history on you, because you don't just like, if somebody said, hey, I'm having a holidays event, make me a cutting board, I would laugh because I don't even know, right? So give me a little bit of history about how you even know how to do this.
Well, I don't know that I truly knew how, but I had an idea. My dad he had a workshop. He had a hobby of doing different woodwork. And I came across, he had a few, and I came across one, and this is what gave me the idea. And I had the idea of what to do, but then there was a lot of things I didn't know or didn't think of. And just like anything still, that I'm always just continuing to learn and try to make new things and learn as I go, because there's a lot I don't know about woodworking. Right. But the nice benefit there, though, was that he had the shop. And so, like I say, when he had passed and we had moved in to help with my mom, and I was using it just for things, to fix things. But then when that started and I tried, and the biggest thing was that I got so much enjoyment from it, I think, and then the feedback from it, that people really liked it. And then you asking, hey, do you think you could do things, and me trying and coming up with an inventory, you know, and I just really liked it, and I liked it even more when other people liked it. So,
right.
So yeah, I just kind of got the ball rolling.
So is that kind of your why? Like why you got into doing it? Like really, why are you at the point you're at now, like with it? How did you get from, in 2 years, it's not been that long. No. So like why this? Why did you kind of settle on this in the last couple of years? Because now you do this full time. Yeah,
I mean, just recently, about 2 months ago, I quit my job full time to pursue this, and so obviously I love it.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
You have a family.
Yeah, it's a scary decision. We'll see. It's too early to say whether it'll pay off or not. But, but yeah, I got that much though feedback, I think, from it. You know, and obviously, you know, they were moving here, and then there's another store over in Grove City that I started to sell out of, and a couple other little ones here and there. But the feedback from it is what I really like. Like people that would spend money on something that I would make for like a gift, you know, like for a wedding gift, or like I'm going, you know, I've had people like, I'm flying out to my friends and I want to give him something that's unique, and just all kinds of stories. I mean, really that make me, that's what I love about it, is just that it's special to me when somebody was willing to give something that I made to somebody else, and they tell me they love it. And
so I kind of, before we opened, I came to you with a huge project, was building these shelves that in my head I see in a picture and I want, right? And I just was like, hey, I want these shelves, and I send you a picture. And you like figured it out. I mean, really, it was something that was new to you, really, and it was new to me, and I was just kind of like, this is what I want them to look like. So now you're doing some more custom work, right? Like you're off and on. You're kind of doing
some kitchen countertops and island tops, and I'm doing a farmhouse table right now.
Nice.
And yeah, it's something that it's new to me, so I'm excited about it because it's something that I want to do. I think that'll help with the business, another aspect of it, instead of just cutting boards. But it's a process too, where you think in my head I thought it was going to be a certain way, or like you'll watch video. I try to watch videos and stuff on how to, and I watched one that was pretty simple to do, but then I learned it's not the right way to do it. It probably won't last. So then as I delved into it more, I realized this is really going to be a bigger project. I mean, there's a lot to it. So, so that's what I'm doing right now. But
it's called growing your business. Really, that's just continuing to learn. I mean, us as farmers, really, everybody asks us, how did you learn like what plants grew in the greenhouse? And I was like, I don't know, we let a bunch die. I mean, when you really get down to, I don't know, nobody told us, even if they told us, they weren't actually standing in front of me, doing it with me. And so we did a lot of that too. I mean, I think that's just you're just growing your business and learning.
It is, it's definitely a growing experience.
Do you have somebody now that helps you, or you just kind of like, you do it, you just figure it out on your own?
Yeah, I don't have anybody like physically there to help me. I mean, my wife helps in all kinds of ways with my business, but the technical side and this and that. But a lot of following other people and what they do, and that's really just and then doing it yourself and figuring out through failure, of course, and Well, you've done a great job, and you've been really successful here. I mean, just people coming in and me being able to get some, I get some gifts from you, and they're custom, things too. But is that like what makes your product like kind of stand out, like kind of make? I think
why is it better?
Well, I think that it's unique around here, at least. I mean, there are people, like I said, that I follow on social media, and there's people across the nation that do it. But that's one thing I hear a lot is I don't see that. I've never seen it. I mean, people sell cutting boards, but they're usually just plain. There's not much to them. And then I guess the fact I'm willing to do custom things, and so I personalize them for people a lot of times. So when people say, I'm doing this, it's whether it's their name or just they'll just say I have an idea, and we just come up with stuff. And I work, it's working back and forth with them, and I show my pictures or ideas, but I think there's a little bit of an artistic flair to it that has done it, and the woodworking part of it is still very much something that I'm new at and still learning. But the artistic side of it is what captures people's eye, I guess. And
I think just the way you talk, like everything you do is so personal, like from the communication to here's what I'm doing and here's the custom things that I'm doing. It seems like everything goes right back to that really good customer service where you actually, like I get you. If I want something, like I'm not calling an office or calling or whatever, like literally I call you and you're creating this. You're actually handling it all from beginning to end. And that really does make it better. To me, I get you, not just the product. So like what do you love about this? Like now, like where are you at with the love of what you do? What does it do for you? What does you in that shop do for you?
I don't even know how to describe it, truthfully. I love it. I mean, it's something that, like I said, I just quit my job for it, to pursue it. But I like that I'm there at home. It's definitely more time-wise, there's freedom to it, working for yourself. There's also a lot of, there's pros and cons to it, of course. But I like the aspect that allows me to spend more time with my family. I'm there for dinner now. And just that joy of making something when you're successful with it and people are happy with it and they want to come back, and that's just, I don't know, there's just a feeling about that, and
it's fulfilling.
Yes, very much.
Yes. More than things that you've done before.
I think more than anything I've done before. I mean, as far as a job, I mean, I've had successful business before, but I never had this feeling from it. Something, because I wasn't creating anything really. You're offering a part of yourself, the customer service, this and that, but this is something that I make, and from the beginning to end, and so I think that's what it is.
So tell me what inspires you, just in life and family and work, and like tell me some of the things that inspire you.
Well, the Lord, for one. which I think basically I'm putting it in his hands for this decision.
Yes.
Everything I think for him allowed me to find this. Definitely, I mean, there's inspiration there. The community, just because I'm kind of dependent on the community.
Yes, you are.
You know,
Yeah.
and but it's just, you know, I guess in the family part of the aspect, like I said, where it allows me to be with the family. But also just doing what I like, doing, you know, not working for somebody else, but doing it for myself and trying that, you know, I think a lot of people have that dream to do it. I've done it before, but just a different aspect to it this time. So.
Well, it takes a lot of courage to, when you're in charge of, you know, you're head of your family and you have 3 beautiful kids and a beautiful wife and you take care of your mother, and so you do these things also along with working so much when you were working. And I know you personally, so for me that, you know, I kind of know what goes into your life. But, you know, having that courage and that self-confidence to really jump into something and, you know, take that risk is something that it's life-changing. I mean, it is life-changing. And like, where do you see this going? Like, what do you see? Like, what's the future of this? Like, what do you want with it?
All I really want is to be successful, to be self-sustaining for the most part. I mean, I'm not looking to make lots of money. I just want to do it to where I can provide for my family, but yet doing something I love. And but it also helps me, like I said, it helps me frees up for me to be with my family. Where with the other job and when I was doing this on the side, I couldn't keep up with it. You know, I didn't have the time to do it, and so, you know, I don't want to let people down if there's an order and it's take too long, which I've had happen. You know what I mean? It's,
well, yep,
you know, depending. So I was always overwhelmed with that, but this frees it up. But then, you know, then there's the financial part of it. But I think the biggest part is just, like I said, just being there where I can be there for dinner, or if my wife, you know, she's got things going on, so I can stop and go help her if needed. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, that is the biggest thing, really.
It is.
It is. Well, thank you for coming and visiting with us today.
Sure. Thank you.